Nigeria is a country that has seen dramatic changes in the last few decades, and it is also not new that many women suffer domestic violence and abuse from men a lot. Just like the case of late Osinachi Nwachukwu, may her soul rest in peace, who suffered severe domestic violence by her husband and later died due to that same domestic violence. While some women think it is a norm, others have kicked out against it, and some are learning that it is not the norm to be abused by their husbands. Some women have taken drastic measures to put an end to such abuse, while others just got angry and decided to take it out on their man. It is also a known fact that there is no justification for taking the life of anyone, and there are better ways to settle differences rather than murder. So without wasting much of your time, after a careful study and research, I present to you the top 10 Nigerian women who killed their husband due to domestic violence. Number 1. Wazilat Tasiu. A 14-year-old Wazilat Tasiu is a child bride and also a convicted murderer. She killed her 35-year husband named Umar Sani as a desperate attempt to be set free of the subordination of their arranged marriage, and now she's possibly facing the death penalty. Wazilat's father, Isiako Tasiu, pleaded to the Nigerian court of Kano State Minister of Justice to withdraw its sentence for young Wazilat. Her husband died in April, 2 weeks after their wedding. Number 2. Udeme Otike Odibi. Udeme Otike Odibi, who is a lawyer, gruesomely killed her husband Simforos Otike Odibi, who is also a lawyer, in their Lagos home. Udeme, in her statement, confessed to killing her husband and cutting off his manhood. She was arraigned on a 2-count charge of murder and misconduct with regards to a corpse. Udeme stabbed her husband to death and mutilated his corpse by cutting off his genital at their Diamond Estate home in Lekki, Lagos. She stated that the deceased was having extramarital affair, and whenever she raised the issue with him, his responses were not satisfactory and he appeared nonchalant. Number 3. Maryam Sanda. Maryam Sanda, wife to late Biliaminu Bello, son of a former chairman of the People's Democratic Party (PDP), Haliru Bello, was alleged to have killed her husband. Maryam Sanda, who made the denial while being led in evidence in her own trial, told Justice Yusuf Halilu of the Federal Capital Territory FCT Abuja High Court that she could not have killed her own husband owing to the strong love between the two of them. The mother of two is being prosecuted by the federal government of Nigeria over her alleged complicity in the death of her husband, Biliaminu Bello. The police had arraigned Maryam Sanda for allegedly killing the late Biliaminu in their residence at Wuse 2 in Abuja on the 9th of November 18, 2017 by stabbing him with a knife and dangerous object. Number 4. Auta Dogo Singe. A housewife in Bugudo local government area of Kebbi State by the name Auta Dogo Singe killed her new husband so that she could go back to her former lover. According to the police, the suspect Auta Dogo Singe conspired with one Gaba Hassan and Shahabi Gaba at Sabongare village in Ilo district area of Bugudu local government area of Kebbi State to kill her husband, Abdullahi Shahor, to remarry her former husband. The woman's ex-husband was one Idris Gaba, a resident of Tuga Bashor village. The woman was apprehended alongside the men she conspired with to kill her husband. Number 5. Eki Ekato. A middle-aged woman named Eki Ekato was arrested by the Edo State Police Command for allegedly killing her husband by violently grabbing his scrotum and squeezing it till he died. The incident, which happened at the Ukri community in the Ikpaboho local government area of the state, shocked the residents as the man was rushed to a nearby hospital where he was confirmed dead. Eki Ekato was said to have regularly had misunderstanding with her husband anytime he returned home late by accusing him of having an affair with another woman. An eyewitness stated, on this occasion, the deceased slapped his wife and the woman went for his trouser and held onto his scrotum in a violent manner. She held on it even as the man was screaming for help before he later collapsed and was rushed to a hospital where he was confirmed dead. Number 6. Douglas Ajemine. A 41-year-old woman named Douglas Ajemine was arrested by the operatives of the Inspector General of Police Special Intelligence Response Team IRT in Abalama area of River State for murder. It was gathered that Douglas Ajemine, a mother of 4 and staff of the River State Primary Health Care in Azare Toru local government area of the state, confessed to calling one Kinsley Nna who killed her husband. Douglas Ajemine reportedly killed her 40-year-old husband named Inedugoba Tiger and buried his corpse in a shallow grave within the area because he abandoned her to go and live with another woman. Number 7. Augustina Ihuba. Augustina Ihuba, a mother of 4, killed her husband Raymond in the Owerri North Council area of Imo State. His death, true resident of Akoma Autonomous Community in the Owerri North Council area, into grief. The man, who was a stoneman, was reportedly killed by his wife after a protracted misunderstanding between them ensued. It was explained that the matter came to a head when Augustina, who was reportedly armed with acid, attacked her husband on his side in Ubommiri. Augustina poured the acid on him, set him ablaze, and ran into hiding. Raymond was rushed to the emergency ward of the Federal Medical Center in Owerri, from where he was transferred to the ward 10 of the hospital, where he eventually gave up the ghost, a witness explained. Number 8. Eniobong Isoguyo. Eniobong Isoguyo conspired with her pastor to kill her husband and succeeded at it, but were both caught later and sentenced to death. The deceased wife told the pastor to wait on the route of her husband to work and asked him for a ride. The plan paid off as the man eventually stopped and gave the pastor a ride along Sapele Road in Benin. During the journey, the said pastor brought out a sharp object and hit him on his neck before opening the petrol tank, sipped out fuel, and burnt him beyond recognition. It was established that millions of naira and landed properties belonging to the deceased were transferred to the said pastor by the wife. The judge, however, sentenced both of them to death by hanging. Number 9. Rachel Adesav. A woman in Benue State by the name Rachel Adesav killed her husband, 3 children, and then also took her own life. The couples have been having issues over the time, and the wife decided to go overboard. The woman was seen with a pestle trying to smash her husband's car, and the neighbors also confirmed that the fights were very frequent. The police personnel sent to the house found the man foaming in the mouth, the 3 kids already dead, and the woman also dead, but was found holding a knife in her hands full with blood. A neighbor of the couple, Sandra Kasso, said the mother of 3 must have first hit the husband on the head with a pistol, and when he was unconscious, cut open his throat before butchering their 3 children. Number 10. Temitope Adebamiro. Temitope Adebamiro is another Nigerian woman who was charged with killing her husband named Adenika Adebamiro over infidelity claims. The culprit told Newcastle County Police that her husband cheated severally on her, including with her sister and their nanny's daughter. She, however, did not own to the crime initially, claiming her husband stabbed himself. But police confirmed they found Adenika in a pool of blood and a knife pierced into his neck. Adenika died some hours after then. Temitope told investigators her husband had been cheating on her with various women. Temitope, with whom Adenika had 2 children, explained they had been married for more than 10 years, during which time she told investigators that he would physically abuse her even while she was pregnant with their children.